Scorpion flies have a tubular body and extremely long mouthparts that form a kind of beak or face with modified jaws. The reproductive organs of some males resemble the post-abdomen of scorpions, which is why they are also known as scorpion flies. Despite this, Mecoptera are completely harmless. Around 600 living species are known, distributed across about 34 genera. These insects are typically found in damp, wooded areas, often near watercourses, with abundant vegetation. Females deposit their eggs in the soil, and the larvae generally feed on decaying leaves and the organic matter that makes up the litter layer. Some species are capable of attacking other insects, which they devour, and they are often seen hanging from their front legs, clinging to leaves or twigs, ready to capture small insects or spiders with their hind legs. Some species of Mecoptera feed on nectar and also consume flower petals. Their larvae, on the other hand, feed on a wide variety of common plant leaves. They are not active for most of the year. The eggs of this group are polyhedral or spherical in shape and are found in the soil, where females lay them. This consists of a group of clustered eggs covered in maternal secretions, placed in moist areas so that the eggs can absorb them and hatch. There are some exceptions, such as the Boreidae, which lay their eggs one by one among moss, or the Ptacidae, which drop their clutch while hanging from vegetation. This is what happens if you try to cook a hard-boiled egg in the microwave. A buildup of steam inside the shell can cause the food to explode inside or outside the oven. Don't do it, it's dangerous. You could get burned. And speaking of eggs, did you know there is an exoplanet shaped like an egg? It's called WASP-12b and is 1.8 times larger than Jupiter. It's so close to its star that it's being absorbed. Nikon created a special camera for dogs that measures their heart rate and takes a photo when they get excited. These are some of the photos this little dog took. These are some of Mimi Choi's surreal makeups. She makes your brain short-circuit with her art. Can you distinguish which are her eyes and which are painted? He is Oliver Yux, the tallest teenager in the world. He measures 2 meters and 28 centimeters and counting. He stands out wherever he goes. Lechanophobia is the irrational fear of vegetables. Many people do not like vegetables. However, in the case of lechanophobics, the dislike turns into a panic attack just by seeing or thinking about them. Another perspective shows us up close how snails are eaten. It looks like an alien. Chris Kyle and Red Bull did something incredible again. This is the tallest skate bowl in the world. It was suspended by a hot air balloon at 610 meters high. Chris wore an emergency parachute just in case. Did you know there is a fruit that alters the function of your taste buds? If you eat this berry, you won't be able to distinguish sour flavors for up to 30 minutes. Watch these people eat a lemon like it's nothing. Next time you make popcorn, pay attention to the end of the bag. You'll see there's a small opening. Shake the bag so the unpopped kernels come out. We've all heard about the sinking of the Titanic, but do you know where it sank? Right here. This was the route it followed. In Paris, you can take the bus bag to work. It's a marketing strategy to advertise Jacquemus bags. Metasci creates clay figures from confusing animal photos. Here you can see some. The spring dog, the bodybuilding dolphin, the dinosaur dog, the ball cat, and the cow cat. Check out their Instagram to see them all. This is how race car and extreme sports pilots keep their helmets clean and visibility. The visors are equipped with disposable lenses that the pilot can tear off if they get dirty. This is Anna, the prototype of a home cleaning robot. It is trained and programmed by a human specifically for the measurements and dimensions of your home. This is how spoons are made. Watch how they're cut. This machine presses the metal to shape it. And this is how forks are made. The metal is cut to form a fork shape. Another machine cuts the top and gives them the curve. This is a 2-ton axe. Watch how it destroys safes as if it were nothing. A brick wall and a huge stone. Did you know there is an app that you can only access when your battery is less than 5%? It's called Die With Me. It's a chat app where you can chat with people whose batteries are running out. At first glance, this looks like a very bad fashion show. All the clothes are white. Watch what happens when they come into contact with ultraviolet light. Members of a community in the Bay Islands, Brazil, recycle aluminum cans to make these sound costumes. In 2012, Arturo Valdenegro won a paper airplane throwing competition. His prize? A giant version of his design. It was 14 meters long and 7 meters wide. It was towed by a helicopter and thrown into the air. This is another incredible bike from YouTuber The Q. This is how it works. You didn't expect that, right? The tires are a band that rotates around the wheel frame. If you pour milk over Oreo cookies, you can see how the panda gets its colors. This is a special version of cookies called Oreo Panda. The brick wall built a sewing machine out of Lego pieces. It has no motor. It is operated manually as in the past. This is Harihar Fort in India. To reach the top, you have to climb its steep stairs carved into the mountain itself. It is open to the public at your own risk. This is what a rusty rake looks like up close. These are Sony's new spatial reality screens. They allow you to see 3D images without the need for special glasses or any other accessory. This is how a baby moves in the mother's womb when she laughs. The Irish Wolfhound is one of the tallest dogs in the world. Look at it compared to a German Shepherd. It's gigantic. They can measure up to 90 centimeters. Is that bag magical? These are collapsible safety cones. I didn't know they existed until today. Stratus clouds are low-lying clouds. Watch this one silently float over the sea. Did you know your tongue can be overweight? If your tongue is fat, there are exercises to tone it and make it lose weight. It is very helpful for people who snore. Caterpillars react to certain sound frequencies. It turns out that one of their predators is a type of fly that emits a sound similar to a human scream. This is their defense mechanism. How old were you when you found out you could do this? Cars have a place to put the cap while filling the tank. Yogurt lids in Japan are hydrophobic, which means nothing sticks to them. Licking the lid is the best part. In Scotland, there is a nighttime bungee in the middle of the forest. It's like jumping into the void. Can you imagine getting on a plane with circular wings? This is a prototype that theoretically can fly, but no manufacturer dares to make it. This is the Chopper Chopper, a car shaped like a shopping cart. It measures over 3 meters and is allowed to run on the street. Did you know that neutered lions do not grow a mane? Believe it or not, this is a male. When rats get excited, their eyes jump and bulge a little from their sockets. For a short time in the early 60s, McDonald's had a burger on their menu called the Hula Burger. It was a grilled pineapple slice and cheese between 2 buns. It wasn't very successful. Astronauts test their equipment and tools in the desert before going into space. It looks a bit clumsy, but it's very helpful.